Hey everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope all of you are doing well today. I know I'm posting a little late, just been all over the place, especially this is my week off from work, so I'm kind of just taking it and taking time to myself and to enjoy myself. But I also wanted to just get on here and remind you not to make excuses for yourself, to take responsibility for who you are. Because you do have to understand that even when you're growing and doing your utmost best, right? Making all the right choices, you're not slipping up, you're catching yourself and your feet before you don't take responsibility for something that you should have. But along the way, I'm not going to sit here and say that it's going to be like that forever or even 24/7. It's not. I'd be lying if I did, because frankly, we're human beings, okay? And we're gonna experience things. We're gonna go through times where we're gonna be thrown off our path or our pattern, okay? And we can't always throw ourselves back into the deep every time that does happen. What you do need to do, on the other hand, is understand why that does keep happening and understand how you can prevent that from happening even more in the future. And I'm not saying, correction, prevent is the wrong word, sorry. Let's wait for this airplane. You're not preventing it, because you can't prevent that feeling. It's gonna happen, you're gonna go through it, simple as that, it's a part of life. But you can prevent the emotions and the buildup and all the ideas and misinformation that your brain will feed to you in that very moment, which is only going to be negativity, only going to be ideas and words and phrases that are going to slow you down and pull you back into the pit that you were in before. Don't do that to yourself. You can prevent that. And the best way to prevent that is to be aware of what you're doing and how you're doing it. If you run into a situation like that, catch yourself. Remind yourself that this is only an average point in anybody's life, that people will go down this path and it's gonna happen. But it doesn't mean it needs to be your future. Your perceivable future is not what's happening right now. It's not what's hitting you emotionally right now. It's not gonna be any of that. You are not. I know you're supposed to make your future here in the present, but it also means that you don't know what your future is going to be. So you can't really let any time period define what's going to happen tomorrow. Live now, do what you need to do, but understand that if you can make the preventions and prevent yourself from going down that path of, insecurity, pain, regret, because that's all the things that are going to pop into your head and you're just going to beat yourself up. If you can prevent yourself from doing that, then you already have a step ahead. You might still feel upset, but you're not going to be beating yourself up. You're going to understand that this is a part of life. You're going to understand that you can get through it and that you're going to get back on top of your feet and on top of where you want to be, and you know that you're going to be happy. If you can do that, things will fluctuate, things will change. You have to believe that they'll change for you, and you're going to have to believe that they'll change, because at the end of the day, why wouldn't they? Especially if you're applying yourself, if you're putting yourself in a position where you can be better and you know you'll be better, then there's no reason to doubt. But it comes down to each and every person who decides to do it for themselves and decides to remember that you can't slack off. You can't pull back. Even when the going gets tough and things are extremely hard, you have to step up to the plate and say, I'm gonna do it. I'm not giving up. I'm not going back to the old pain, to the old resentment, to all those crowded thoughts in my head that used to tell me I can't. Don't do that to yourself. You have to remind yourself what you're fighting for and what you're working for, your goals and your dreams and the things that you want for yourself. Stop living in the past of all the anxiety and the pain and start living here in the now. Don't worry about what happened then. Don't worry about what happens tomorrow or the next day or a couple of years from now. Worry about yourself in the moment and what you can do to make yourself better. Especially better in that very moment when you feel like you're about to fall back into that dark pit. Sorry guys, it might have cut off because I had a warning from my battery, but regardless, I want you all to understand that at the end of the day, you can make a difference by just doing that simple thing right there. And I'm reminding you of all this today because I don't want you to keep going down that dark path and making yourself feel like you're not worth it, or that you're not capable, or hold on, I'm sorry, so many interruptions, or that you're not physically ready for this world, because you are. And the only way that you are ready and that you will continue to be ready is if you go out there and experience and put yourself in those positions. Trust me, I know, and I struggle and fight with these feelings every day, okay? I go through what I'm talking about with you right now. I fight with myself all the time. I fight with myself in the way that I tell myself I'm not going back down that dark path, that deep and dark abyss. I remind myself that that's not who I am anymore, and that that's not what I want for myself. So I keep pushing forward even when things get tough and even when things get hard. And that's why I'm reminding you all to do the same. But on that note, I'm going to end the video for today. I just wanted to say thank you all for your support and your love. And I want you all to know that I'm always going to be here. Unless, God forbid, I drop dead tomorrow, which I really hope that never happens. I mean, obviously we all do die, but what I mean is I don't want to spontaneously combust tomorrow. I don't want any of that. So I'll be here, and I'll always be here for each and every one of you. No matter who you are, no matter what past we have, I'm here for each and every one of you. It doesn't matter who you are, plain and simple. I care about each and every person who decides to follow or watch or whatever the case may be, because that's what I'm here for. Don't feel like you're ever alone. Don't ever feel like there's nobody who you can't come to talk to, that there's nobody that can just listen to you. I'm all those things for you if you need it. Just know that I'm here. But on that note, have a great day. Be your best self. And remember, don't fall back into the dark pit, because you're more than what you were in the past, much more. And now it's your opportunity to pull yourself out of that mindset that you can't, that you're not capable, because you can. So go have a great day and be your best self. Peace out, guys, and I'll see you next week on the tripod.